Righty-ho, Haley here. What is today's big news? Oh, wait, that doesn't look like big news. No tropical cyclones at this time in the Eastern Pacific, but hey. Oh, whoops, I forgot. There we go. Hurricane Irene, which is now currently a Category 2, formerly a Category 3 hurricane. So as you can see, if you look at this map, they use M to designate when it's a major hurricane, which is a Category 3 or higher. So they are saying that it's going to stay not a major hurricane. Here are the scientific models, which pretty much are in basic agreement about where this is headed. Here's this cool little thing from the New York Times. However, it's done in Flash, see, so we must hate it with a passion. And you'll see later on, Hurricane Irene is contributing to the tornado chance. We'll talk about that in a little bit though. Yesterday, there was a 4.5 magnitude earthquake in Mineral, Virginia. That looks to... Oh, there's a 4.4 in Alaska, but let's see, what is today? I don't know. Alaska, that's just any day of the week. What is it? Is it Friday? So they say, oh, that's just Thursday. And here is the wonderful weather that has its map. Here's a whole bunch of hurricane things going on, and there's flash flood watches back there for some unknown reason. Here's flash floods. Well, not flash flood. There's flood. That's just flood from the lovely Missouri River. Here's red flag warning. That's a fire weather warning. And here's excessive heat warning. And here's heat advisory. So we just can't get rid of that. And that, I think, is red flag, but it's so hard to tell with the colors, since they're all the same color pretty much. Here's who's still really dry, and here's who's going to get rain in the next 5 days. So apparently there's like a hurricane over there or something that's going to be dropping buckets and buckets of water in the next 5 days. And here's who's been flooded pretty much for frickin' ever. These are the river and creek gauges that show some sort of flooding. Here's the major flooding with the purple. So, as you can see, the radar's actually beginning to show a little bit of Hurricane Irene. Slight risk up there in Montana, and then a slight risk over there. Here's the specific probability of wind, as high as 15% up in Montana. Just 5% chance of hail. Apparently Hurricane Irene will not be bringing hail with her, but she may bring a tornado. And if you actually look at the text, you can see Hurricane Irene is approaching, associated low-level shear and helicity, in other words, blah, 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 isolated tornado. And a hurricane as well, apparently. Here's tomorrow, and if you watch the screencast often enough, you might notice that something is amiss. Notice how there's a yellow line designating a slight risk, but it only says 5%. And why is that? Because the data set is screwed up. See, if you want to see some numbers, in the categorical, there's a whole bunch of coordinates for the slight, but they don't actually show the 15% of the slight risk errors. So somebody made a boo-boo today. So going back to this lovely map, once we scroll up, of course, here is today's severe weather outlook. If you'd like to look at it on your own, you can go to wickedwix.com, WICKEDWX.com.